see that face that DeMar makes after he gets a big shot or a big dunk?
It's a terrible face.
You good?
No, it's too terrible. It's no, it's a terrible face. But when he makes it, it means he's focused and he's showing his passionate side. So we like that face.
Can you see? We talked so much about JD's development, but over this year, being an all-star, what was last night in terms of his development? What did it mean?
Just gives him a step to build on. He knows he can do it in a high intensity situation, and high just everything looking at him, everyone's looking at him, and he goes out there and goes for 30, makes big shots, and talk about DeMar, right? And it just shows he's growing, and he's an all-star for a reason.
Is it, and when he takes that moment, like he has personal foul, he sits and he kind of composes himself.
Yeah.
Is that just what big pressure that needs to be left?
Yeah, I mean, I think every player gets a little bit high and emotional, and I don't think it was nothing wrong with that. He calmed himself down, and it was good for him because he came back in and finished the game out for us.
Where are you at after 2 games compared to where you want to be playing-wise?
Me personally, I wish I could play better yesterday. Help the team a little bit more. But it's not about me personally. It's about everybody in our team. It's about our group. And for me, I'm just doing my job. And if I'm not scoring, I'm trying to affect the game in other ways. Rebounding, defensively, assist wise. But I'm just trying to make sure I give my teammates the confidence they need to keep going.
But emotionally, doesn't everything start with you? I mean, point guard in every team, the way you play and the way what you bring emotionally to the game.
I'm always going to bring my intensity. I'm good. I'm excited. I wish we would have won 2 games, but we gave up home court advantage. But we're going into Brooklyn. We're happy. We're not happy that we gave up the home court advantage, but we got to win, and we're going into the place and we're going to play our game and do our job.
How difficult like that be knowing the atmosphere you're going to go into? I'm pretty sure you didn't see Garnett at the clip last night. He basically said you can't say F Brooklyn when you come into Brooklyn. Is that just? Are you interested to see how your team is going to?
Oh, we're going to be fine. I'll tell you that right now. We're going to be fine.
What's the most hostile environment you've ever played in?
College, but in the NBA, probably Portland was pretty bad. OKC's pretty hostile, but I'm sure they're going to be excited, and their fans are going to be excited to have them back in front of them, and they're going to be happy to cheer for them, and they're happy that they got the home court advantage. But we can't worry about the crowd, and we can't worry about everyone else. We got to worry about us and doing our job.
When you say Portland at OKC, where do you put Brooklyn in that contention?
Their crowds are loud. They get cheered, they get real loud, they get chants going, and I think when you have a good team, your crowd is always going to give you energy, and you feed off of it.
Does that intimidate you at all?
No, I love it.
Is that just being in the Big East and dealing with all of the atmospheres that you can?
Yeah, in college basketball, y'all know how it is, and y'all see Duke play, y'all see all the North Carolina, but the Big East was, pretty tough. And you go into Boston College, and everybody's right on top of you. You go to Seton Hall, and everybody's right there. But it's fun. It's competitive. It makes you raise your game and raise your mental strength a lot higher.
Do you have to be mindful, because Coach Casey's talking about playing too fast and turnovers. Do you have to now be aware of how fast you guys are playing? Listen, they're going to correct themselves.
We just watched the film. It wasn't a lot in transition. We turned the ball over half court a lot. And, I think we could still play fast. I think we're going to still play fast and play more up-tempo. But we just got to be mindful of the turnovers, no matter if they're half court, fast breaking, anything. We got to get our turnovers down.
Can you describe the degree of difficulties of some of the shots that DeMar hit in that fourth quarter?
They're very difficult for any player, but that's what he works on. That's what he spends the summertime and works his game on. He works really, really, really hard in the summertime on making difficult shots and making shots like that. Tonight, like last night, he made some pull-up jump shots, but he's been doing it all year. So it's no surprise to me or our team.
Kyle, you said you love that atmosphere, the hostile atmosphere. Yeah. What is it about that gets your juices pumping?
It's just you're on the road. everyone's against you. So you're all against the world. It's fun. It's what you play for. It just brings the competitive nature of yourself out even more because you want to shut the crowd up. You want to be able to, quiet them down and not have them be cheering all loud.
Kyle, you're about your rebounding. They don't have anybody with more offensive rebounding than you. You're the point guard.
Mm-hmm.
What's your approach to rebounding, especially on the offensive end?
I get lucky. I get lucky when it comes to offensive rebounds. But, just trying to, if I get a defensive rebound, it's like an automatic fast break for us. So me rebounding the ball is going to be, it's always helpful because, you got the ball in the point guard's hand. So any type of rebound I can get, it's always going to be helpful and an advantage, I think.
And just from the team standpoint, all year they've been talking about this small lineup. You guys have, like last night, you crushed them on the glass.
Our bigs did a great job. Our bigs rebounded the ball really well, extremely hard. They went after it. Amir, JV, Pat, the guys went extremely hard last night and rebounded. And that's where we got to keep doing. But that's what we want them to do every single night is rebound the ball the way they did last night.
Do they have an answer for Valanciunas? I mean, he's got, 32 rebounds?
I mean, I'm sure they could figure it out. But JV's he's playing right now. He's playing extremely high level. He's getting his confidence going. He's a big man. He's 7 feet and he's like 2. I'm going to give him 2 something, but I know he's heavier than that.
A little heavier than you?
Yeah. But, he's a low, but he's just coming to his own a little bit.
When Amir and Pat played together, you used it a lot earlier in the year. Didn't see it in game 1, saw it last night. What are the advantages defensively?
They could switch. They talk a little bit better. We could do different coverages on our bigs, when they're screen and roll. We could do a lot of things differently when it's those two because they're pretty much, both mobile and agile and can guard that 4 or 5 position.
Kyle, you guys kept your composure down the stretch last night. What is it about the mental make of this team that suggests that will remain the case when you go into that hostile atmosphere?
We've done it all year. We're just growing, And like I said, game 1, the lights were probably a little bright. And after that, lights are dim. Everyone's starting to calm down and everything's starting to flow a little bit better. And we're getting our feet wet. And, every game we're going to get more comfortable. And every game is, DeMar got more comfortable. I'm getting more comfortable. Everyone's getting more comfortable. So that's all we can do is, get more comfortable, watch the film, learn, make adjustments, and go from there.
You said you liked the us against them feel of playing on the road. Were you happy then your general manager said what he did about Brooklyn?
That's old. That's old. That's stuff we're not worried about anymore. He said it. Whatever happened, happened. We're not really, we're just going out there and doing our jobs and competing.
You guys didn't realize what you had with Revis and Patrick and the rest of the group on the camps?
Honestly, I think when we won in OKC, because those guys came in and I think it was a couple games after the trade, they came in and John played well, G played well, Pat played well. I played with Pat before, and Chuck before, so I knew I was getting with those guys. But G and John, they came in and they just bought in defensively, offensively, and they just wanted to win, and they were happy to be here.
Have you ever been in a locker room that has the chemistry that this locker room has?
No. Me and DeMar was talking about last night. The chemistry is unbelievable. I could pick up my phone and call any one of my teammates and have a conversation, serious, jokingly. It's just cool, man. It's just great to have a group of guys who just really get along. And it's, you never think a group like that. There's so many different personalities that everyone really just feeds off each other and everyone genuinely likes each other.
How much does it affect on the court when you guys are that close off court? Like last night, we saw Kumar walk by, you're holding his daughter in your arms,
we really are like a band of brothers, and it's cool. It's like we are able to hold each other accountable, and we know it's not out of spite. It's because we want to be better. It's constructive criticism, and we got a team that I can go to DeMar and say you messed up, or he'll say you right, or Steve Novak can come to me and say, yo, what about this, and we'll be like, okay, let's try that. And it's good when you got everybody in the team has a voice, and it's not just a one dominant voice. It's 15 voices that make one.
What's been the most impressive thing about DeMar since you came here and started playing with him?
He's gotten better every year. Every year, he's just gotten better. He's getting more competitive. He's just getting skills. His passing has gotten better from last year. His ability to shoot three got better from last year. Just his composure has gotten better from last year, and his understanding of the game has just gotten a lot better from last year. And he's a young guy, but he works so hard in this game. You expect him to be what he is right now and what he's showing to be.
You're talking about this team like a guy who doesn't want to leave.
I like my teammates. I love my team. I love my team. I'll tell anybody that firsthand. I really appreciate being every day with these guys. And every day I look forward to talking to them and joking with them and having fun with them, because it's rare that you get a team like this. So you take advantage of the full opportunity that you have. So I'm taking advantage of the opportunity that I have this year with these guys.
Kyle, in terms of the size issue and the rebounding, obviously the Nets are, they thrive on those matchups, like the tough matchups with Pearson and Johnson. But is it almost an advantage either way? I mean, they have the matchup advantage. You guys have the rebounding advantage.
Yeah, I mean, it's an advantage for them. It's an advantage for us. You just got to pick and choose who has the better advantage, and you got to go out there and do it. One night Paul Pierce might go hit 4 or 5 threes, and have him pull a mirror out from the rebounding, and they get drives and lay into the lanes. Or we just like last night we out rebounded them, but. It's an advantage in either way in every NBA game. You just got to find the advantages on that game and that night.
I guess advantage in that rebounding never goes into a slump.
Yeah, you got to rebound the ball, because shots are going to be missed, so you got to rebound the ball.
Well, you said it's rare that you have a team like this. Beyond the camaraderie, what else makes this group unique?
Larry Fields last night. Come in, do what he did last night defensively. He didn't do anything crazy offensively, but still he gives us a different feel. He's ready to play at all times. If we'd have thrown Steve out there, we'd have thrown Chuck out there. John didn't play last night. He might play game 3. Everyone's always been professional and ready to go. And it's just a testament of the guys who we have in this locker room.
It might sound like a ridiculous question. Could this sort of chemistry you're talking about could ever happen on a team that isn't winning?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you can have great chemistry and you cannot win off the court, but you need to have it on and off the court to be a good team.